The story was the dog kept bolting and they had to keep chasing it, and Graham got fed up and went prospecting by himself. And he says he went at about 8 or 9 in the morning and didn't come back till 2 or 3 in the morning, which is about 18 hours in March out here. What do you say to that idea as a local?
Full of shit. The only way is if he took his car, whatever, and he decided to have a huge nana's nap. You know, he fell asleep or something in his car, because there's no way you'd prospect for that amount of time.
It's a long time, because even when we're filming, you're struggling after a couple of hours.
Well, don't forget, he would have had a metal detector, which is basically strapped to you, which has the battery and all that to you. So that's, I know he was fit, apparently he's fit, but still, even all the locals in town, most of them go out for so long, have a rest, but maybe they go out in the morning and they're back before it gets really hot, depending on the weather, but I've never heard of anyone going out for that length of time.
And then the story continues. He got back to camp, made a cup of tea, got in the car and drove back to Perth.
Crap. Wasn't he a safety officer? Isn't that classed as fatigue back in the mining industry? Yeah, no.
Another point that was raised multiple times in conversations around this alleged 18-hour prospecting session was around what Ray and Jenny would have been doing during this time frame, and what their potential state of mind would have been if the friend that they had come camping with had not been back to camp for such a long period of time. 18 hours is a very long time for someone to be gone in such a remote location without coming back to camp. Once he hadn't returned for lunch, their concern for his welfare would have been significant. Perhaps at this time they would have set out on their quad bikes to look for Graham to ensure he was okay. And having not found him, their concern would only have increased as nightfall came, with still no sign of Graham. It's at this stage Ray and Jenny would have quite possibly jumped in one of their vehicles and driven the 30 kilometres to the town of Sandstone to raise the alarm that their friend was potentially in trouble. They then would have likely returned to camp, worried sick and unable to sleep. They would have kept the campfire burning, stayed up, anxiously waiting for their friend to return. Sleep would have been the last thing on their minds. When he finally arrived at around 3 a.m, they would have been equal parts upset and relieved, and only then been able to rest, knowing he was safe. Additionally, having camped out there myself, the darkness is no joke. Dave sums it up saying,
"But if you walk over there, like literally 6 feet past that campfire, without your head torch on, you will not be able to see a thing, like zero. Not in front of your face. So there's no moon up tonight, which is what it was like over that weekend. There was no moon. So as soon as you walk past the light source, which in this case is the campfire, you cannot see where you're moving at all. So the sun goes down at 6:30, tonight, 6:30, and until between 3 and 4 in the morning. So what's that work out to? 8 or 9 hours. 8 or 9 hours out there, because that's the direction that he claims to have gone. 8 or 9 hours, and this is after 10 hours of daylight as well, so 18 hours total, out there prospecting alone. I mean, fuck me, seriously, like, just, there's no words for it. It's so fucking ridiculous.